Yo, this is gonna have to be a part 2 because I cut off the video. But I'm definitely not gonna stop this. I keep going. Okay. So he obviously he doesn't care about her feelings. He wants his get back. With all the people that don't like her already, they're causing all kinds of confusion. Let's look at the rivals. Yeah, these are people, these were hidden enemies. These were hidden enemies. Yeah, hidden enemies, yeah. She really thought these people were her friends. Oh, wow. Yeah, they were blocking, like they were blocking the truth from coming through. I'm hearing like Jay said in court, he testified, he's like, when Adnan's defense attorney was telling him about like that he was a liar because his stories were always inconsistent. They were inconsistent. He said, I told the truth, but I lied about, what did he say? Like, I lied about the place. Like he didn't tell the truth about where things took place. When I don't want to go back to what I had pulled earlier because it was like, it was taking me, first it's here and no it's there and no it's, you know, so no, I'm not doing that. I'm wanting to get pulled back into that confusion. Let's stay with it. Yeah, okay. Stay with it. These were hidden enemies. These were people who were causing confusion by not telling the truth, misleading. These were hidden enemies. These were accomplices. These were her rivals. What can you tell me about the accomplice? These are people that they were questioning. These are people that they were questioning. Yeah, they're all getting caught up. Yeah, They're going to see their deception, that they were all working together. It was a lot of people. What can you tell me about February? They were all plotting something, trying to hide evidence or something. Maybe just giving breadcrumbs to, like, I'm getting, like, here, take this, take, you know, I don't know, with information. They're trying to hide the truth. Yeah, they knew more. They knew more. That they were messing around. They oh my God. They try to come off like, oh, she's my best friend. We cried. Remember when they were talking about when the day that they found out that Hae's body was found. You know, one calls the other and the other, you know, and they all get together and they sit around the table and they said, we just cried and no, it can't be true. They were probably crying because they were like, fuck, they found her. That's why they were crying, bro. Oh my God. They were lying. Yeah. So they're trying to come off like they're friends, but they were Man, I am having so many distractions when it comes to doing this. You know, so many, like, oh, I really need this over here, that over there. You know, it's like, again, going back to this, it's just, they wanted to have the investigators, the public doubting. So Adnan actually, like, he took the fall for this whole group. And this all happened the first day of the first snow. They did this to her. They're worried because they thought they got away with this. The investigators are no longer like juggling. Like, they know. They just didn't know how deep it went because everybody's covering for everybody else. Okay. Yep. They were all in on this. Okay. Let's get some more. Okay. We have happiness haters. She could have been really happy in her new relationship. They knew about the plan. Smug. 8 to 8:30. Something about like they could have gotten together around 8:30. Oh my God, these people. They really thought they were gonna get away with it. They hated her happiness. If she was happy, if she had hope for her life, and they hated that. We have DV. This is domestic violence. Creating doubt. Remember, like, again, all these happiness haters, they hated this. They were really smug. They were really proud of themselves because they created so much confusion. Pop the trunk. Check their alibi. They were creating doubt about where they saw her body. Let's see what this 8 o'clock to 8:30, what's going on between this time? They're giving breadcrumbs to investigators surrounding this death. This is leaving the investigators like just feeling frustrated because everybody's just like walking away. It's like, you're not gonna help? Like, I thought you were gonna pick up a sword and fight with me. And they're like, nah, because our swords are in her back. But they're not gonna tell the investigators that. As far as they know, we loved her. She was like family to us. They're not gonna they can't tell them anything because what are they gonna say? We're the ones who went against her? So there could have been something about like being questioned around this time. This is Hae. Something about her mother receiving justice for her death. Spirit's saying she's watching this. Like, she's going to watch this. Okay. So they're creating doubt about where where he saw her body. They all knew about this. Check the alibi. They hated. They did not like her. Damn. Okay. What else do we need to know? People were getting calls around 7:30 with their fake concern, like, oh my God, we just want her back, knowing that she's gone. The faking concern. Calling, oh, we're calling everybody to see if they've seen. Yeah, they're lying. They knew damn well where she was. But they're acting like, we don't know. We're looking for her. Oh, they went to her mom's house to see if they could find anything out. Oh my God. So they went to her house at this time, in her mother's face, faking concern. Oh, damn. At this time, these people were at Hae's house, crying to her family, oh, we just want to make sure she's all right. But they're only there because they want to know. Yeah, they're just there to see. They're worried. They're worried. Oh my God, how we got to get out of this. So they're knowing that so they're faking their concern, knowing that, like, while they're with the family, keeping an eye on the family and what police may be saying, or they're just trying to get information, right? Because, oh, we're family, we love each other, right? And they're just keeping their eyes open while the boys are out burying her body in the cold, because they said it snowed. So maybe they're out in the cold and they're just like, man, they're just all on the lookout. Yep, they're all in on this plan. Okay. Let's keep going. They were all in on it. Okay, here we go. Can I get a ride? Fight argument, remember? Sorry guys. Remember the noise comes on. No, don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay. So they're at the parents. Okay. We're moving on from that. Now we're moving on to the day. How did he get in the they were lying about the ride, right? Wait, did he get a ride from her? Did he not? Because there's people saying, no, I saw her right after school, or there's people that are saying, no, we heard them talking and she wasn't going to give him a ride. She told him no, and they're like, okay, so he didn't get a ride. So what happened then? He got a ride. Can I get a ride? And then there was a fight. She gave him a ride even though she didn't want to. But he got his way. Pretty smug because he's persistent. He wouldn't leave her. He wouldn't let her go. Yeah, he's pretty smug, feeling proud in his stubborn ways that he always gets what he wants. Can I get a ride? She was doing it because it was like maybe he was, I don't know, down on his luck. Maybe like she told her, my car's broken. And that's when, okay. He's mad because she's trying to like do better for herself with, you know, with this a new partner. She's moved on. Someone who she's like, okay, finally, someone who's not a narcissistic bastard, you know, this narcissistic asshole. And that pissed him off. He's like, you know what? He's like, it's cool if you want to be in that relationship. He ain't shit. He's like, me and you, we can still mess around, you know, because, you know, this guy, he would sleep with, he didn't care about like being faithful. He would mess around with anybody because he felt like it was his right to do that. Like, oh, I'm so charming and so like handsome and everybody loves me. And, you know, so he felt like he could put on his charm and convince Hae to let me be a third party in your relationship. And she's like, oh, hell no. And he's like, wait, what? You say no to me? And bam, like, he just like, he just like, this man. Judgment's gonna be called on him. He thought he got out. He thought he was a free man. No, he's going right back to jail. He did this in the car. Or did he ask for a ride to someone's house? Did he ask for a ride to someone's house? Who did he ask? Someone nearby. Oh, he did this at someone's house. Yeah. They were so convinced, having the investigators, again, this whole community is giving them the bare minimum, giving them lies. What did going back to Jay, like, I didn't lie. I told him what happened. I just lied, like, he just lied about where it happened. Something like that. He did say that. Because he didn't want to implicate someone. There's 3... Could it be Jen? Could this have happened at Jen's house? It could have been like, if Jen wasn't involved in the act. I mean, she turned a blind eye. It's like almost like she, like, oh, okay, I didn't see anything. She could have been messing around with Jay. And Adnan knew about it, and he was maybe blackmailing Jay, like, I'm gonna tell your girl that you're messing around with Jen, and unless you help me, something like that. So he asked for a ride. There's a fight or an argument because she rejected his love offer, and he did not see that coming. He thought that he had some kind of authority to do this. Like, you know, some kind of... Maybe. Okay. There was a fight, argument. Like, he hits her. She screams. He, like, knock her out or something? Like, he like, I'm getting this image of, like, him stuffing something in her mouth to shut her up. King of Wands. Like, this is... Did he drive her car? Because the King of Wands, like he could have said something like, oh, well, you don't know where we're gonna go. Like, I need a ride. You don't know where we're going. Let me just, it's close by. I've always driven your car. You know, let me just drive there so that way I don't have to, you know, we don't get lost or something like that. She's like, fine. But he takes her to someone's house. Kidnap. This was the kidnap. He took her to someone's he took her to someone's house. And that's when all that happened. There's, you know, she's arguing and fighting with him, and where are we going? Seven of Swords. This was the plot to get her isolated. Because of the way his ego was hurt because she moved on. Like, how dare you move on? This is, wow. So yeah. He was driving the car. I think that was something that the friends who are trying to create confusion, right? They're like, oh yeah, he drives our car all the time. Yeah. Okay, so he's driving the car. He takes her to someone's house. And that's where this all happens. It's at a feminine house, so this could be Jen's house because they call Jen a lot. Yeah. Wow. So she did not die in the Best Buy parking lot. He asked for a ride. He told her, oh, well, it's just nearby, because he knew that he needed to convince her that it was somewhere close by. It wasn't going to inconvenience her much because she had to go pick up her cousin, right? So he's telling her, oh, just let me drive because you got to go get your cousin, right? So let me just drive so we don't get lost, you know? And she's like, all right. I mean, you drive my car all the time, so why not? You know, she didn't think anything of it. Then they start arguing because of the fact that she's like, where are you going, you know? And he's taking her somewhere that you know, he's taking her to Jen's house. There's an argument, a fight. He hits her, stuffs something in her, like, I see, like shoving it down her throat, and choking her. At the house. I've been talking shit about you, suspicious death. Playing dumb. Fake alibi. Okay, I'm getting this as Adnan and Jay. I've been talking shit about you, so I'm getting that. Jay finds out Adnan's been talking shit to Stephanie. So now that them two are not on the same page, because oh, he's been talking shit to the whole group. Oh, so he finds out that he's been like he's been talking mad shit about Jay. He's been talking shit about Jay. And he's like, what are you talking about? Playing dumb. He's good at that. Adnan is good for playing dumb. That's why he can't remember the day that Hae went missing. It was just a normal day. He's playing dumb. Oh my God, with his fake alibi. Jay was a big part of this whole thing. And with him turning on him because he finds out, hey, you've been talking shit about me to this whole group. Saying that I'm dumb. Oh, that I'm the one, don't worry, we'll just throw him under the bus. Oh, so he was the scapegoat. That's why Jay turned on him, because he finds out he was a big part of this. Without Jay, it probably wouldn't have been able to go. They probably would have gotten away with this. But Jay turned on him because he finds out, like, oh my God. He finds out he's been talking shit to the group, that they were gonna throw him, that he's dumb. If anything goes south for us, we'll just throw him under the bus. And he got wind of that. And he was just like, okay. He turned, and all of a sudden, this is a suspicious death. What happened? Like, because they needed Jay. Okay. So, yeah. Now it looks suspicious because, remember he was with, oh, maybe he, That's crazy. I'm sorry. I was gonna say, maybe he knew, like, he just let him hang himself. I was gonna say. Because remember, he called Nisha. He just let him hang himself. Like, he was already in it, right? I don't know when he found out. He could have found out during at the time that all this was like playing out, and then he's just like, okay, I'm gonna turn. What can you tell me about talking shit? I'm talking shit about you. Oh, it was the cops. It was the cops. The cops were the one that told him. The cops were like, oh, he's gonna throw you under the bus. You know that. Would he have? Yeah, like, it's just like, I guess, like, it's my, I mean, I guess anybody, like, I don't know, man. But I'm hearing my partner in crime, man. So maybe he wouldn't. Would he have thrown him under the bus? No, he wouldn't have. He wouldn't have thrown him under the bus because he would have been worried about, like, he paid him to help him. Adnan paid Jay to help him make this, plan this out. This was a hired hit. Well, I mean, he was the one who would take her out, but he paid him to help him dispose of her. So he wouldn't have turned, but the cops got him to believe that, yeah, he's talking shit. He said that he was gonna turn on you. That's why they pick up Jay first. That's why they pick up Jay first. Damn. Damn. I have to say that was a smart move on the investigators, man. Damn, that was smart. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else that wants to come out? Man, this has been driving me crazy. This story has been driving me nuts. I'm trying to make the story fit based on the facts that people were saying. It's like you want to take everything into consideration, but sometimes people just throw all that shit just to confuse investigators, have investigators chasing their tail. That's why they pulled Jay apart. They were smart to do that with Jay. Oh no, this fell. I'm not taking that. Maybe it was rent a car, who knows? Got Autumn, confused, look at that, exposed, guilty, caught up. These are people who seem to be cooperative with the cops. They were playing on the emotions like, oh, we're so heartbroken, we're so heartbroken. That's the truth, Spirit says, at the park. At the park. They were at Lincoln Park. They are guilty. Yep. Need I say more? Damn. Let's look at the park real quick. Do we need to know about the park? Oh, their time is up. The truth is coming out. Their illusions have been broken. All their lies. They're swallowing their sword. They're choking on their lies about this death. They were all part of it. With their lies. They thought they got away with this. This is crazy. One last time. Back seat. Traffic. Justice, love triangle. She was helpless. I have a dark past I want to keep hidden. There could have been a lot of people. There could have been a lot of people in her car at that time. This is also truth. They were in the back seat. With her, she was in the back. Okay, so the person that Adnan was cheating on Hae with was in her car. While Hae was in the back seat, going through traffic. They were trying to keep her secret, right? They were trying to cover her up. She was helpless at that time. I don't think she wasn't. Maybe they were sitting back there with her, keeping her. I'm screaming, calling for help. This person that was Adnan was cheating on Hae with, was in the car with them. I'm hearing that she could have like a whole family, and she wants to keep this dark past hidden. She's like, go away, no, go away, don't let the truth come out. What's gonna happen to her? What's gonna happen with her? Oh, hanged man. Damn. She thought she got away. Nope, nope, nope. The past is coming back. Damn. Because of what you did to this girl, man. You thought you were doing some kind of justice because you felt some way about her. Greek life. I'm getting this as Kathy. This was Jen's sorority sister. That was like the only time that the timeline was like consistent, like or like everybody's story was the same. It had to be the same because it you know, it aligned with Kathy's, you know, because Kathy wasn't in on it. She knew Jen. She didn't know Jay or Adnan. So this wasn't something that she was going to be willing to get into, right? She knew something was up. This is the only part of the timeline that actually is the truth because she wasn't in on this. She knew something was up. She knew this was her. This was Jen's sorority sister, Kathy. I don't think that's her real name. I think they changed her name. But yeah, this is Jen's sorority sister. Time to walk away and you path away to, this is not the type of people you want to get involved with, you know, caught up with. So I think she did that. Yeah, she saw the truth of that shit. She's like, you know what, I gotta protect me and my family. Fuck this. It's time to move on. I don't care how long we've known each other. I don't care how good of friends we were. Laters. And she left. That's the only part of the timeline that actually makes sense. And it aligns with the phone records, all that stuff, because she wasn't in on their little plot. You can't, you know, I don't know. That's why they went back. Her and Jay went back. Jen and Jay went back to Kathy's house to try and smooth things over. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. That shit. Oh my God. Move the body. I don't know what this is. I don't feel like it belongs. New car, new things. Maybe we'll look into it. We got blue car, truck. Telling your secrets of what happened in January. Okay. Let's look at move the body. Three of Pentacles. It was a group effort to move the body. They moved her. Okay, this could be about somebody who had a new car. Something could be significant about somebody that had a new car. Maybe a blue truck or blue car. What's this? Hold on. I'm not really sure what this is. Okay, so we got move the body. Okay, telling your secrets about what happened in January. Okay, this was a group effort. Okay. They needed more than more than a few people to get this whole thing to really like stick. So while Adnan is over here secretly moving the body, her friends who are like, oh, we're innocent in all this, we're just sad and broken about this. Like how they're crying, how she's crying. It just looks like she's crying, but they're all around the family, around investigators, schoolmates, telling everybody how sad they are. But the secret about these fake friends and this selfish lover, that they betrayed her. And they're moving on with their life once they bury her. This is my Lincoln Park card. Yep, they bury her. I was telling all your secrets of everything that these people did. There could be up to 6 people. That were all involved in this. They're all going down. Because the truth is coming out. You're going to have to leave your families behind the way she had to leave hers, you know? Not even the way she had to leave hers, man, but... Man. This is crazy, man. Like, if you have small children, I mean, they're gonna lose their I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, it really depends. The sentence will be based on how much you did. I don't know. This is some crazy shit, man. You still get to see your kids. There's a family that lost their child, their siblings, their, you know, cousins, nieces. You know, people really love this girl. For a cup, it's a lot of, you know, it's not a day that goes by that they don't think of her. Even 20 years later, they always think of her because they're like, when is she gonna get justice, like real justice? Because I think it's like, oh, real justice, because they knew, even though he was in prison, like it's something just didn't feel like whole and complete. Like finally we can move on. This is it's like a cycle had to be completed, and this is finally, it took 20 some years, but it's finally completed. People have to pay the consequence, pay, you know, for what they do. Page of Wands, expect official messages, judgment, yeah. Knight of Wands, here it comes, here it comes. You're going to get an official message. People could be getting charged, yep. People are getting charged, yes. I don't know what this over here is, but maybe you guys do. I don't know. Anything else? I see the Mean Girls card, yeah. You can't sit with us. You guys are mean girls. And then you're like, oh, we're so sad. Best Buy. The murder that happened at Best Buy, that testimony is tainted. Shit. Wrong place, wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time. So this is not where she died. Yeah, she did not die at Best Buy. The people who were telling the police this were hidden enemies. You know, they wanted whatever they were saying about Best Buy. It's like they wanted, again, chaos causes confusion. Was it there or was it not? Evil is lurking. Yeah, there's a lot of people who were lurking. Time's up for them, though. Alright, guys, that's what I have for you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.